This episode is made possible by the generous support of my patrons at patreon.com/SayGoodnightKev and by viewers like you. Thanks! What's up, you guys? It's me, Kevin. So if you have been following my channel, which I assume that you have, or maybe you haven't, who knows, who cares? I do. That's who cares. Anyway, my point being, a week or two ago, I put out a couple of videos that were kind of a parody of Leafy is Here. Just kind of respond to a few people. I enjoyed doing it. You guys seem to like it, so I'll probably do more. All of that to say that one of the people that I responded to was a guy from a YouTube channel called One Reality. He had made a video telling some friends of mine over at Blimey Cow, another YouTube channel that has had quite a bit of success over the last 5 or so years, making YouTube videos, and a lot of those have to do with Christian content. And this guy over at One Reality had made a video telling them that he didn't believe that they were actually Christians. Or actually, he was telling their audience that he didn't believe that they were actually Christians. I made a response video, taking his video point by point and then pointing out the problems that I had with it. Classic being a jerk on YouTube. So he has actually now made a response to my response. People have asked me if I'm going to have a rebuttal response. Yes. Of course, why not? People have said, oh, well, what's the deal, Kevin? Why are you having all this drama on YouTube? I mean, honestly, I don't look at this as drama. I look at it more as a debate, which is very useful for educational purposes. So pay attention and you'll get to learn some stuff. I'm not gonna cover his entire video. This isn't going to be a full-on go through every single point, but I would like to point out just a few points in the video and address them. So if you guys don't mind, let's jump right into that. That was funny. I commend you for having a little bit of fun with your video. That's great.
So this is a video for Goodnight Kevin.
This shot looks good. Your lighting, background is nice and solid black. Fantastic.
Yes, I am still in my basement and I have now control of the focus and it's not on autofocus and making me blurred.
Everything looks fantastic. Good job. Looks great.
And the dog you were talking about was barking is dead now, so we won't have that issue.
You got me. I'm the worst person in the world. Dude, I am so sorry about that. I mean, I'm not sorry for making the jokes about the dog. Dogs pass away, but if you watch my channel at all, you'll know that Barkley, my dog, standard poodle, one of my best friends, I love him. And man, to hear that your dog died makes me sad, and that doesn't make me happy. Even if you were the worst person in the world, which I do not believe you are, it breaks my heart to hear that your dog died. My condolences to you.
So even trying to begin to respond to everything you said would be a video that'd be an hour long and you wouldn't care to watch it, and you probably already don't care to watch this video.
I do care to watch it. Anytime somebody's talking about me, I want to hear about it.
I just want to address at least the few points that I can. So first I want to say you're really good at making straw mans.
Hold on there. I don't use straw men. Very often. I'm sure I do every once in a while. What I use are called red herrings. And yes, red herrings are not a very legitimate debate tactic, but they can be very fun. I mean, I'm making jokes left and right, things that have nothing to do with it. I'm talking about your dog barking, I'm talking about where you're located. None of that has to do with the topic. I do that a lot in my videos. Now, straw man is a term that I hear being used a lot lately when I see people in the middle of online debates, but yet they don't really understand what it is. Kind of like back in the early 2000s, whenever people were using the word irony, but what they really meant was coincidental. Usually it's used as a way to attempt to shut down their opponent when their opponent uses a hypothetical or hyperbole. Two things I use quite a bit.
Twisting what everyone says and just making fun of it. I mean, that's your job. You gotta entertain all the people who watch your channel.
Yeah, it's true. My channel is a comedy channel, and I think it would have been really easy for you to try to refute like all my jokes. I think that it's really great that you're kind of being the bigger man and you're looking at what I said as a whole rather than like looking at the particular jokes, and I respect that. I'm not a theological channel, I'm a comedy channel that sometimes talks about deep things, usually on accident. So the rest of the video you spend kind of refuting my theological arguments. If any of you guys watching right now want to go and watch that video, you can. I think we differ very much on our beliefs. I think maybe perhaps you're seeing part of the story, and I'd love to share with you the rest of the story, or maybe you can enlighten me on how I have made mistakes too, but I'd like to do that probably in just a private message. I'm not gonna sit here and geek out about Christian stuff, you know, in front of the entire world, because that's not what my channel's about. I don't wanna alienate like every single person who doesn't even believe what I believe. It's kinda like whenever you're at work and people start talking about Game of Thrones and you don't watch Game of Thrones, gosh, here they go again. and you walk away from the conversation. I think that a debate about this sort of thing could be good in the right setting, and perhaps my channel isn't the right setting, but I would love to talk more about it with you, and maybe we can work some of this out and I can share what I think and you can share what you think, and who knows, maybe we'll become best friends. Anyway, thank you so much for making your response and for sharing your thoughts and for focusing on the real issues. It's a lot of fun to make jokes and everything, but at the end of the day, we get to talk about real things, and I'm not gonna convince you or convince anybody to believe what I believe. Ultimately, it's up to everybody to figure out on their own, and that's about it. All right, so that's enough seriousness for the day. This channel is not about me sitting here being serious, it's about me being hilarious. That's a lot of pressure that I've just put on myself. Never gonna live up to it. More reviews coming out soon, maybe some more response videos. Thank you so much everybody for your support, and I will talk to you all next time. Good night. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my response to One Reality. I would encourage you guys not to go over there and be mean to him. Think about what he had to say, and if you have any questions that you wanna ask me, you can message me. I'm happy to talk about it. If you like my show, then you can check out patreon.com/saygoodnightkev. There you can pledge a little bit of money if you want to give me money. You don't have to. No guilt tripping here. If you want to support the show, you can do it. That is an option. Two of the people who do that are Brennan Neely and Westminster Effects. If you play guitar, check them out. A lot of other people support me on there. We just hit $300, which means that I will put out at least 2 videos a month, hopefully more than that. I think I've been keeping to that goal. I just didn't want to commit myself if I wasn't financially justified doing it. You guys are all amazing. I really appreciate it. That's all I gotta say for today. I'll talk to you all later. Good night.